Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. You know the drill. Actually, I'm quite a bit late because I set it for earlier and then I've been on my phone all day and I killed the battery. So I had it plugged in charging and I realized like it was actually dying as I was charging it. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait a second. Oh shit, Susie, I wish I could give you a wrench, but I'm on StreamYards. I don't know how the hell I do that. And okay, does anybody know the answer to this? YouTube changed it. So when you go to watch like the replay, you know how it used to automatically play your live chat? Now it doesn't on my phone, and I don't know what they changed or how to fix it. So it's not like I can even go back after the fact and give people wrenches. um, it's sort of mental, so I don't know what the hell they did. Hey Carmel, how are you? Susie, Mr. Green Thumbs. Sorry, I just found my glasses so I can actually see what's going on. Oh boy, you guys, I've been holding in a lot for a long time. And it's time to unleash the, well, you know how they say kraken? Time to unleash the crackheads. And I'm pretty much done at this point, and I give zero fucks if they hear me. I give zero fucks what they do to me. I can do it from my phone. What do you mean? I can I give you it? Oops. Wait a second. How? Wait a minute. How do I give it to you when I'm on StreamYards? What, did I just hide your stupid comment? I don't know how I did that. Hey David. Let me wait. Did I? I don't even know what I'm doing. Like before I started this live, I had like 3 of my avatars at the bottom. It's been a day, you guys. Actually, if I'm lying, it's been like the last several months have been really brutal. And I know I haven't always been the happiest to be around, and that's why I've kind of just been laying low, keeping my head down, working as much as I can. Hang on a second here. I heard a noise. Just a minute. How the this is not working with me. Hang on. I can't see my chat. I can't see anything. My phone is like frozen right now. I don't even know if I'm still live. Hang on a second. Let me see. I'm telling you guys, everything I touched today. Oh my god. So this is gonna be a good show because I have a lot to let out. And I give zero fucks who hears me. I give zero fucks who's offended. And nobody cared about me being offended or me for that matter. So I can't see the comments at the moment, and I think someone's friend, which I would assume would be Susie, because she's the only one I gave the link to, and I can't get down to that part of the screen. So let me refresh my shit. It's probably gonna boot me out for a second. You guys know the drill. Don't expect perfection out of here. So 1 second. Let me try to fix this. Reload. Hello. What up, hooker?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. I had to
Okay.
refresh. So I'm
I
doing
don't
this
know
from
what
my
it's
phone.
having me do. It's like now I'm all messed up with StreamYards.
What do you mean? It's showing a couple of you on the bottom?
I don't know. Okay, now it's back normal. Okay.
Yeah, like I was
No,
so
so are
confused
you
because
streaming? Are you streaming from your phone or your laptop?
my phone, which I need to
Oh,
get my damn laptop because I got to make
okay.
some creative documents.
So what you would have to do is like go in the messenger where you sent me the YouTube link and you'd have to
Uh-huh.
open that up into your video
Uh-huh.
and then you could give wrenches out from that YouTube thing and then just click back on StreamYards if you
Only when
wanted
it's
to.
live though. Only when it's
Right.
live. Okay, so I don't know. I don't what. So okay, but wait though. If I do that now, am I not going to get the feedback because I'm opening up YouTube with StreamYards open? You know how you get the
I think
echo
you'll be
reverb?
fine, but I think you'll be fine because I've done it before, but You just have to like shrink stream your like click on the link that you sent me in Messenger, the YouTube one. The YouTube will
Uh-huh.
open. You should still be able to talk to us for a bit, and then it will like kick you off at like after a minute if you don't click back on StreamYards.
Okay.
Well, it does if I'm a guest, but I don't know if you're the panel person. So, but I don't care
Okay,
about
let me
arrangements.
I've you know what? Like I have such a lack of
It's
sleep.
fine.
My head is
Yeah,
I will get
it's
doing it.
fine. Don't
So
do it.
everyone, this is my friend Susie. And Susie, this is the chat. Co-train, hello, how are you? Good to see
Hello,
you guys.
everybody.
Yeah, so me and Susie go way back, man, like
Yeah,
Feldman
we
days. Like,
do.
and
Back
it's
when
like there's been
Kim was
so much.
Team Feldman.
I don't like to remember those days. Why do we got to bring up the past? I like to think of it as when I seen the light and crossed over to the other side. So,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah.
I
So
help
it's been
save
pretty
people's
crazy.
lives.
Hey, Kelly, how are you? So yeah, I mean, it's been an insane asylum. So like, I give little stories here and there and little details here and there of what has been going on here. But for the most part, my plan was to keep my mouth shut until I was out of here, so nothing could happen to me in retaliation because I'm dealing with a man child who likes revenge and is
Yeah,
next
that
level.
guy's psycho.
Yeah, he's asked me to do a lot of things for him when we were friends, like go take him to the hospital parking lot, which is just up the hill, but he can't march his fat ass up there. To go and put a GPS tracker on someone's car. He asked me if I would drive him out to like somewhere in the fucking boonies. I don't know where. He said it technically would be breaking and entering to get his comic books back. And I'm like, so you're going to jeopardize my freedom for fucking comic books? Like, are you kidding me, loser? Right? Like, and just other things that I've noticed along the way. And so I really thought that so it's a weird structure. Ryan is the guy that is the babysitter of the house. Let's call him. He is not the owner. Sam is the owner. Okay. There's been a lot of shit going on here, as you guys in the chat know. I've been telling stories like it literally started from the first day I walked into this house. So I didn't even get my car unloaded, and the guy that was next door to me was an absolute fucking lunatic, one of many in here. And he was threatening to kill me. And this went on for 6 fucking weeks. I had like 5, 6 different police incident numbers, and it was just like insane. And they weren't kicking him out, okay? And basically, after 6 weeks, they kicked him out, which good thing because now he's dead, right? Like everyone they kick out later dies of an overdose, like within short order, right?
He died.
So Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's not the only one. There's been several. So like, I mean, I'm almost desensitized to this, as bad as that sounds.
Damn.
But I mean, when you see it so often, like it's really bad. Okay, and now I'm just gonna spill the truth because this is what I've been living with and trying to function normally and trying to block all of this bullshit out to focus on the goals that I have. Because when it rains, it pours in my life. So not only do I need to move, but my car also the engine is blowing, and I work out of town, and so it's everything all at once, right? So I have literally been working 7 days a week. Like my regular shift is afternoons. I've been going in for like day shift overtime. I went in on Saturday night for like night shift overtime. I worked like 7 days straight. Like I'm exhausted, right? So, but my goal was to get out of here. So we thought we had a place that fell through, yada yada yada. Okay. So, anyways, when we found that place, I had told Ryan, it's my responsibility to tell the babysitter of the home that I'm moving out, and for whatever reason, he was he wasn't upset about the fact that I was leaving, but he was more upset about the fact that I didn't give him a heads up that Deb was leaving. And it's like, dude, like, I know this might be a hard concept for you to understand because you like to control people and have them under your thumb. But like, I let people speak for themselves. It's not my place to speak for her. What if she changed her mind? What if something happened? Which it did, right? It's something
Yeah.
happened. So it's not my place to say. So the part that I don't get is like, ever since then, like he was being a fucking child and immature and just being like, oh, like I can't believe that you wouldn't give me a heads up. And it's like, you know what? Like, you're kind of being an immature dick. And he had the wrong time with it. So I was like, you know what? Don't come at me with this stupid fucking bullshit. And I said, when you're ready, I will accept your apology. Okay. And I said, I think what you meant to say is that you're upset with Deb for not telling you, not me, because it's not my place. Okay. Any normal, logical, rational, sane, unmedicated, on crystal meth, would understand this. Okay. But this is what the whole house is on, damn near, except with the exception of myself. And I'm going to say maybe three or four others that are not involved in this whole nonsense and are just caught up in it, right? And I think it's worse for us because we are not as fucked up as them and we
How
see
many
everything.
people live in that house?
Too fucking many, and they all need white jackets. Okay. So I think it's set up for like 15 rooms, but we've got like 20 rooms and we're over capacity. There's a lot of things like
Jesus.
there's a lot of things that they're doing wrong here, and this is why, like, they're playing with fire. Okay. And there's two sides of me, and he's seen, the good side of me, but he took advantage of that, and now the theory is fuck around and find out, and he's about to find out just how fucking low I can go. Now, I'm not gonna do anything stupid, but he's gonna pay for this because this year that I have lived here, almost a year, it'll be a year in April, and it has been absolute hell. It's been one thing after another. So after I moved in and the guy was like threatening to kill me, then I fucking fell down. I broke my fucking back on their cement. I could have sued the landlord, but I'm not like that type of person, right? But I did break my L1 and I was off work for several weeks and it hurt like a bitch. You remember that, right? Like every time I
Yeah,
got up, I was
you,
screaming,
you
right?
are miserable.
Oh yeah, I was screaming like it was painful. So did I cause a scene? Did I say anything? No, because that's just not who I am. Like it is what it is. I'm old, I fall, I break bones, it is what it is. I move on. Um, so I overlooked that. Then the next thing that happened was my fucking neighbor died. Okay. And so the police come in because she was an older lady and they said that it was a suspicious death. So the next thing you know, we got the cops sitting out fucking in front of her door, her kids coming into the house, and basically they before her body was even out of the house, they were fighting about money and her possessions, and it was just absolutely disgusting. And I was actually pretty close to her, so that one was kind of like the final one for me because like I've lost so many people that when it finally hit with her, like all of them hit, right? So it was like
Uh,
holy shit. And there's been 12 since June, so it's a lot, right? Like I've never even seen anything like this in my entire life, right? So then the cops, the last thing they say to us is, there was people in the house that were ripping her off, and we're going to be doing an investigation. And since then, it's been crickets. So nothing like leaving us hanging, not knowing, like, because the people that would be involved in that were the ones that were living across the hall from me. So now at this point, I'm like, fuck this, right? So then Ryan's like, well, why don't you move over to this side of the house? I thought it was going to be better. It's a bigger room. And I thought, oh, the only thing that I was nervous about is it's literally right at the front door. So, like, I have a dog and he's a mouthpiece and he hears everything, not to mention all the fucking junkies running around all hours of the day and night, yelling, screaming, swearing, fucking tripping over shit. And it's just, it's insanity. Okay. And so, like, for the most part, like, that's why I've been working as much as I possibly can, is just to be away from this. And I'm actually really happy at work. Like, it's a really good distraction right now, and it's helping me, like, because I got to get a car, and I'm working on that. So I'm gonna have a car soon, hopefully by the end of the week. So that's a plus. And then I feel bad to even to do this, but I humbled myself and I asked my dad if he would let me get out of here because, like, honestly, like, I sleep with a knife under my pillow. Okay, it's that bad. Like, we've had a home invasion, we've had a police raid where I had an assault rifle pointed at my head. There's all kinds of drugs through this place. I know this house is being watched. I don't know how it works in a scenario where it's a room situation. It's not like one house and we all live here and shit like that. But I also just seen the cops come in and take over your house without a search warrant and stay here for like almost 24 hours until they had one. So do they matter what the laws are? No, they do not. But do I want to be here when all the shit goes down? No, I do not. Right? So I was
yeah.
like, Dad, I really hate to ask you, but I only need 3 months. Like, I'm working as much overtime as I can. My only problem is that I got to buy a car and then save up, right? So, like, it will not take me long, right? And do I want to be living there? No. But it's an empty house. He's not there. He lives up north with his girlfriend. They come home once a month for him to pay his bills. They're home for a few days. We usually all get together, go out for dinner, and then he's off he goes, right? So, I mean, But do I feel good about this? No, I do not. Not even a little. Like I feel actually
So
really
wait, you're
about it.
gonna stay at his house for 3 months until you save up to get
Yes,
a place? And he
yes.
said that's
So
okay?
shockingly, yes. But
Well,
and
I
I'm really
think that's a
shocked.
great thing. Why, that's
So
a
do
great
I. So
thing.
do Well, so do I, considering the last time I asked him, it was like, absolutely not. And I was like, Dad, you don't even understand where I'm at in my head right now. Like, if I end up homeless, like, I'm not going to be on this planet anymore. And he was like, yeah, sorry, I can't help you. Hope you don't do it, but hope you have money for your funeral, kind of thing. So when I said to him, I'm like, I know the answer's going to probably be no. And believe me when I tell you, like, I feel like the lowest form of scum on earth. But, like, I just need a break. 3 months, not even probably 3 months. The challenge is for me is my credit because it took a hit during COVID, and then I found out today when I applied for the car what's wrong with my credit is that it's all wrong. So like when you go to do a credit check, normally like all of your like your credit card would come up, your bank would come up, like anything you have, any accounts that you would have open would come up. Well, it wasn't coming up on my stupid credit report. So they're like, well, what's your social insurance number? So I gave it to him. He's like, okay, now I can see it. He's like, but they've made a mistake. Like, some things happened. So it looks like you have two profiles and one's empty and the other one isn't. And I'm like, I don't even have like the mental capacity to sort that detail out at the moment. Like that is so on the bottom of my list of priorities. However, it's all wrong information. No wonder why I'm being denied because like all of this shit should be wiped off. Right. So that's
Right.
I do have to do it at some point, but I just don't have the attention span. Like
Well, that's,
I
you
just
got 3 months to get through it while you're at your
right.
dad's, you know?
Yeah, well, I have the information, and I would never have known this because until I applied for the car, and then he's actually the one that called me and said, like, what's going on? And thank God for this guy. Like I was talking to him all day. I think he's been your best friend actually.
Mhm.
I was like, this is so weird because like we just started talking to each other about each other's problems, and I'm like, this is so weird, dude, because I don't talk to my friends about my shit. Like he's like, well, sometimes it's easier, and I'm like, well, sometimes yeah. So like I'll have to tell you offline some of the other things we discussed because
Yeah.
I don't want to incriminate myself in any way, shape, or form. But
Right.
just let's just say he's planted some seeds, and it's like, oh, that's a fan fucking tastic idea, and I can't believe I didn't think of it sooner. And thank you very much because now you're gonna help me. So that's
Mhm.
all I'll say about that. But today was when I found out. So he sent me a copy of my credit report, and I seen all of this shit that was paid off that should have been knocked off. No wonder why my score is low. And so like I was just freaking out all day, and I had a panic attack, and like I just worked 7 days straight and like didn't sleep.
Yeah, I
And
heard, and I've seen like there's people on TikTok that will like help you clear up your credit and companies. And like when you pay like off a debt, they don't
yeah,
take it off your credit report. You're supposed to like send in some letter and ask them to
yes,
remove it from your fucking
yes.
credit report. And I'm like,
So I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ.
Well, I don't know if it's the same in the U.S., but there's actually stupid three credit reports here. So there's Equifax, I think it's either TransUnion or TransCanada, and
Same
then there's
here.
Experian or some shit.
We
So
have
like
three
for
different
the
ones too.
yeah, which is gay and retarded, and they can fuck off. And don't even get me started on the whole credit thing. Okay, like, do you need to rub it in my face that I fell behind with COVID because I lost a couple $1,000s a month in income? Do the math, you fucking losers. Like, I mean, everybody's like, woo woo, free money. I get 2 grand a month. Those people are on welfare and they get like $700 a month. So to them, it was a good thing. To somebody who works for a living, I lost half my income, but the bills don't change. So that's where the
Right.
problem began, right? It's not because I'm a fucking deadbeat and don't want to pay my bills. It's because I didn't have enough money to physically go around. Okay. So there it is.
Mm.
So there's the truth. So I didn't know any of this until today. So this guy calls me up and he's like, I'm going to send you this copy. And he's like, I want you to see what it is. And my mouth dropped when I seen it. Like, we're talking about like 3 cars ago that was paid off in full. And I'm like, why is
Damn.
it? And they're still reporting like I owe money on it. And I'm like, wait, how does this even happen? Like, this is the luck that I have, okay? Like, seriously, you cannot make this shit up. Like, I either have the best of luck or the worst of luck. There's absolutely no in between.
Same.
So So I found that out today. So then I'm tripping and I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like all this shit's supposed to be taken care of and like and the whole credit system, like you're kidding me. Like I'm not gonna get a place. I have the money. I've had the same job for 4 years. It's a fucking union job. So worst case scenario, if my job closes tomorrow, I can bump into another facility that has my union and use my bumping rights to still keep a job. So like I mean, in terms of like job security, that's as good as you're gonna get in today's economy. So like I
Right.
mean I can pay. I have an employer's letter. I have my pay stubs. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have every fucking
Yeah.
thing. Um, and so it was just really discouraging. It's like, I don't need more bullshit. So I made a couple calls, told a couple people off, and like I've been trying hard to keep my mouth shut around here because like you can cut the tension here with a knife, right? And like
Yeah.
it's just a matter of time before I explode. Like, you know me, I can only keep my mouth shut for so long. And it's like then it's like game on, man. And he hides in the basement like a little bitch and he will be when I start fucking when The Exorcist comes out. He will be running for cover because he's caused all of this. It's all
So
fucking
he's
over
not
immature
getting
bullshit.
evicted then?
No, that's what I asked Deb about today, and then I got really mad because I was like, "You fucking lied to me, and I don't trust anybody in this house anymore." And I said, "For the remainder of the time that I'm going to be here, I'm just going to go to work every day, mind my own business, and stick to myself." And you know what?
Yeah.
I'm not even telling anybody that I'm moving out. I told the owner, and that's it. And the only reason why I told the owner is because he gives me my money back on the day I move out, and I need that grand. So see you later, bud. You're the only one that knows. Break the news to the house, and fuck you all. But yeah, like it's so much, right? I've just been keeping my mouth shut because like I mean, I've been trying even though like here's the funny thing, and I hate that I do this to myself. Even when things are not my fault for something that is so fucking petty and immature, like I have secondhand embarrassment even talking about this for him by how retarded and stupid he is being over something so ridiculous. Like
You're not
he's mad
supposed
at
to
me because
say the R word anymore, Kim.
well, I know, but like you know me, I've
Yeah.
never been politically correct, and he is what I called him. Like he really is that because like no 40-year-old man acts like a 10-year-old man child. Okay. And that's what
Mm-hmm.
it is. And if it was something I did, I would fully own up to it. You know me. I take my lumps and I have no problem saying I fucked up because I do it better than anybody I know. But this time I didn't do nothing wrong. And, but yet somehow, because of my stupid way my mind works, I'm like, oh, well, I feel bad and blah, blah. And it's, and I blame myself for something that is not my fault. And I hate that. And he knows this about me and is playing mind games. And it's like, okay, you want to play games? We'll play games, but you wait till the fuck I'm out of here. You wait till my last day here, bud, and then you're gonna get it, and the fucking whole world will hear it. If I have to go and get my megaphone, but you know me, I have a big mouth. I'm not gonna need the megaphone, but yeah, he will be told, and he's going to be adjusted. All of them, every single last one of them. Like, and I might just line them all up and smash their heads together like coconuts and hear the clunk all the way down the line because I've just had it living with this. Like when you are not part of the circus, you don't want to fucking live with the monkeys. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
been a long, and there is so much I'm leaving out for reasons that
Mm.
I'm sure it's not hard to figure out what's happening here. But I'm not involved in it, nor do I want to be anywhere near it when things go sideways because this isn't my deal. These are not my people. This is not my crowd. So I like
Well,
I've
I
got
can
three
say it
months.
for you. Everyone
Yeah,
in that house does drugs, and they're all
yeah.
drug addicts, and they're
Yeah,
all
and hard
fucked up all the
violence.
time, and
Yeah, and
have
fentanyl and yeah,
people
everything.
coming in and out of there all the time, all through the
Yep.
night, and
Yep,
yeah,
it's a heat
it's a
bag
shit
house, and I've
show.
seen I've seen I've seen unmarked cars sitting down the street for so long, and this was even after the raid, and it's like I've told the owner, I've told Ryan, nobody's changing their habits, and I'm like I just want to get a shirt that says, "Yo, I got nothing to do with this shit. Like I am innocent, okay? Like my word, I'll take a drug test if you want because you're not gonna find no fentanyl or no what crystal meth. Like and the only thing I have to even know what that is Breaking Bad. Like I don't even know what this shit does to you, right? I don't even know what you call them. Do you call them meth heads? Do you call them junkies? Like I'm really not sure, but I call them not my type of people. Okay, like,
Right.
and it's just ridiculous the amount of stress and bullshit that I've gone through, and I didn't want to talk about it because it's like I ended up here by accident in the last minute, so I didn't end up with nowhere to go. And it was just one of those things that I had to try to make the best of the situation that I could
Hmm.
until I got myself in a position. And then when I was just starting to get myself set up to get out of here, my car fucking engine's gone, right? So it's like you know, when it rains, it pours, and my fucking umbrella has holes in it. My shoes are filled with water, but I'm still trucking along, and I'm drowning, but I'm still swimming. So I mean,
If you have
like what?
Cash App or Pay, well, okay, you don't have Cash App in Canada, but you should put your PayPal up. So if anybody in the chat is able to donate to you to help your situation out, you could get
Uh,
donations while you're alive.
I know, but Susie, for fuck's sakes, I hate doing that shit. Like, I
I
mean,
know
it's
you do, but you
so
just put it up
embarrassing.
there, and if someone wants to donate, they can donate if they're in the position and can do it. If
Ugh,
I was in
I,
the position right now, I would totally do it to you, but you know my situation, so.
I know. No, I know.
But
Like, I mean, it's I just have like okay. So the first thing that I'm really super uncomfortable with is that I had to ask my dad for help. Okay, because I don't like to ask for help. Period. Especially my father. So there's two things right there. Then now you're telling me like to put my PayPal up, and it's like, dude, I work for what I have. Like I hustle my fucking ass every day. Don't know if it's day or night when I wake up. Don't know what time it is. What time I'm supposed to be at work. Like it's fucking ridiculous. I'm I'm hustling as much as I can, but like I mean, I'm also like mentally and physically exhausted, and I just
I'm
really can't
trying,
wait to get
Nicole. I don't know what
what.
her PayPal is, or I would do it myself. Nicole's saying make her do it, and I'm like, I'm trying.
Oh my god, really? Okay, hang on. I hate you for doing this, but hang on. Okay, just
You can go under banners, or maybe she's just getting the link, but I don't know. Hello, David, Teresa, Carol. I don't know how to say your name, Krumel. I don't know you guys all, but I've known Kim since 2017, and I did a fundraiser for her during COVID, and we were able to raise her like I think it was like over $900, and it really helped her with her situation at the time because she wasn't working because of COVID, and she needed the money, and it helped her. So if you're in the position, then you can send her a few bucks to help her get by right now. It would be she'd greatly appreciate it. I unfortunately, am in a position where I can't do that right now. She knows my situation. I've had people do fundraisers for me recently on YouTube because of I just got recently diagnosed with chronic progressive multiple sclerosis. I broke my shoulder. So my husband's had to take a lot of time off of work, and it's just been really, really bad. But I had some great friends that were able to send anywhere from $5 to $100, and everything helps and adds up. And if someone's in the position to donate to her PayPal, I think that would be great. And if you can't, it's okay. Just Kim's really going through a lot right now. Her and I talk privately a lot, and she really could use some help. So,
oh man, this gives me like the vomit vibes. Like just even like first of all, even being so open about what I don't even know if this is the right one, but this is what it says on my stupid PayPal account. I don't even know if that's it, but
it's your
Jesus.
email address, yeah.
Like I have so much anxiety just even talking
You
about
could put
this
it
shit.
under your banners too, so it stays up and people can see it.
Oh my god. I don't like this shit. Okay? Like I don't this is not me.
I know, but I just explained the situation, and you might not get any donations, and that's okay too. But it's like I said, if somebody is in the position that they can help you out, whether it's $1 or whatever, I've had fundraisers done for me recently, and I got donations anywhere from $5 to $100, and there was plenty of people who didn't donate, and that's okay. They still were there to show me support and love and everything. But, there were people that were in the position to donate, and everything, little doesn't matter whether it's $1 or $100. It all adds up eventually, and it all helps. And, it's all good.
I'm stuck.
but
This
I'll
phone
have
is
to.
everything I touch breaks today, you guys. Seriously. Okay, hang on. I'll be
Okay, so she's gonna try to put her email address as a banner. But yeah, you guys could just copy her email and then paste it into PayPal. Yeah, Mr. Green Thumbs, thank you.
there we go.
Mr. Green Thumb sends I had one for me almost every month, Kim. Times are hard. So I think he's meaning like he had a fundraiser or whatever, every month. And, you know,
I
it's times are
I
hard for everybody, but like I said, if it was Wednesday, I'd be in the position to send you a little bit something. If it was, I assume Nicole gets paid on Friday, she'd be in the position to send it. But you don't know, I don't know these other people in your chat. I'm glad I'm, meeting them and getting introduced to them and everything. But, if somebody's in the position, then they are. If they're not, that's okay too. Here, that's okay. They're here to support you and,
right.
whatever. But it doesn't hurt putting it out, It's
Yeah.
you're providing people entertainment while they watch you.
Oh God, don't say that. You're reminding me of this one content creator, and he like at least 3 times a week he's like, "I am here to entertain you," and there's 200 and something people in the chat, and you can't even donate. Like, and he just rage quits, and he's like,
Oh
I've been
my
saying to my wife that,
God.
oh yeah, like I feel like I want to vomit just even doing this because I don't like that was not my intention. I was like,
I
I.
know it wasn't. It wasn't even your idea. I suggested it.
I know, but it's a sick feeling, man. Like
I do a
it's
fund every time I go live. Like I'll do like a trigger Sharon fund or whatever, just for like something
yeah,
like
but
as kind of as a
yeah, but
joke, you
you
know.
have a thing. You have something going on in your life that requires ongoing treatment that costs money, and you need it way more than I do. Like I mean, so
Well, no, because I'm so glad though that I didn't know that you talked to your dad, and
I,
because
I'm
we
I'm study said yes. Honest to God, I really am.
the
But
what?
I'm stunned that he said yes because when I like got in here, I asked him if I could rent out his empty
Right.
fucking house for $700 a month to a senior on a fixed income. That's a lot of money, and you'd think he'd want somebody there when he's up north, right? And he said, actually, he didn't even have the nerve to tell me no. He just didn't respond. And then finally, I talked to my brother, and that's how I found out. And I was just like, all right, well, if I end up like dead, don't say I didn't try
Yeah.
every fucking rock unturned, okay? And it's hard to come out and like,
How
me, I'm
far
very
is the
private.
house from where you're at now? Like your dad's house?
It would be like a 10-minute drive, not even.
Oh,
So
that's amazing, Kim. So things
yeah,
are going better for you. That's a big positive. You got 3 months to stay there and like save up, figure out your credit shit, get a car.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's amazing news. And
yeah.
goddamn, I wish
Well,
we would have been able to talk the last couple days. We've been,
I know. Well,
trying to, but
this actually happened today. So like you didn't
oh,
miss
okay.
anything because like this. Yeah. So I messaged my dad today, and then I also applied for the car today, and I thought that hi Teresa, hi everyone, hi Carol, hi everybody. This is my hi Pain like Bane. This is my friend Susie. She is a great person, and I know her from the Bell
Oh,
Dog Days.
yeah.
And she's been a great friend, and I expect nothing from anyone. I'm hustling and I'm doing what I got to do. And then I applied for the car today, and it just so happened that for some reason, I was meant to talk to this dude today, and like I actually felt better because I was feeling the same way you were when I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like I knew we hadn't talked, right? And for some reason, like we just started telling each other like our life stories. I'm like, this is so weird. Like I'm calling you for a car, and like
Right.
now you know more about me than some of my friends even. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like it's just yeah. What's this say? Here's an answer to give for see stupid questions. or person is your birthday certificate an apology for, from the condom factory? Yeah, there's people that are walking poster childs for birth control. Help control the pet population, as Bob Barker would say. So yeah, like it's just it's a lot at once, and I know that everybody's overwhelmed, and by no means did like I'll make it. I know I'll make it. I just need time, like because the way that this rent works here, it's a weird setup. Like normally you would pay first and last, and then your last one's rent would be free. Well, not here. This place you pay up until the day you leave, and then you get your last one's rent back. So at least I'm walking out with some money, right? So I'm not, you know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that part's good too.
When
So
are
like
you
I
gonna
mean,
leave?
well, I talked to Tony today. I'm gonna see if I can get Friday off. He said his kid has a hockey game or tournament. I don't know, something on what Friday. The last game's at 4, and that he would probably be able to do it in the evening. It would be like one, maybe two carloads from here. Like most everything's already at my dad's anyways. So it kind of works out. And like I was talking to that guy about the car, and I should like I'm hoping he's gonna tell me he has it tomorrow. This guy, listen to this though, because he's like, I look at credit for a living, and he's like, I knew as soon as I seen this that something was wrong. And he's like, I went to like the lenders, and he's like, all the high risk ones with the high interest ones were interested, of course. He's like, but he's like, I noticed that something was wrong with this. And he's like, because these accounts are old and they were closed, but on your credit report it's they're still reporting like I'm paying, but I'm not even paying, so it's negatively affecting me. And I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, can you send me a copy of this? And it wasn't one thing, it was like multiple things, and that lowers your credit score exponentially, right? So I
Yeah.
was like, oh my god, like, so thank god I found this out, or I would never have known. So I mean, yes, that's good, it's stressful, but I mean, it actually caused me a fucking panic attack, if I'm truthful, because I mean, one car was shit. Okay, so it would have. I've had the VW for like almost 3 years. So like we're talking 3 years since my last car was financed, and it's still showing up as like an amount owing, and it's behind, it looks like, on my credit report. And I'm like, how the fuck does this even happen? And he's like, I work with credit reports a lot and a lot of bank lenders, and he's like, I've heard of this happening before. It's kind of a rare thing, but sometimes it could. But for some reason, one of the credit bureaus, being Equifax, has two credit reports for me, and one shows nothing at all. So it looks like on paper I don't even exist, which would make me a high risk either way. And then like, and how is somebody at 47 have not ever applied for credit? Come on now, like think about it, right?
Right.
Maybe if I was like 13, okay, that would make sense. But I mean, how do you just show up on the grid now? And then so I was like, well, geez, like, so he sent that to me, and I was like, oh my god. So he's like, you're gonna have to call them, and I'm like, okay, like this is so not my good thing, but I'm just gonna have to buckle down and do it and get it done and taken care of, because it's gonna take them probably a good month or two to fix it. I'll fax them my documents or whatever, however you send them, upload it, whatever you do, and just say like, do your fucking job and get this off of here before I sue your ass. Hey, so yeah, it's
Right.
crazy. I'm just happy to be here on the panel with you and like just talking to people and
Yeah.
just be able to
Nicole
talk about this.
says,
Like,
for a country that's trillions of dollars in debt, they have a lot of nerve giving us credit scores, and I agree. Hold on,
right?
I
I was
gotta
saying that
mute
to
for a
you.
second. My son just came out here. I'll be back.
Okay. Okay, no problem. I was saying that to the credit guy. I said, listen, I said, do you know how fucking insulting it is that at my age, like people were offering for COVID, and like everyone's like, whoa, we get $2,000 a month. And these people are used to making like $800 a month. And I'm like, $2,000 a month, that's like half my fucking income. And my bills don't get cut in half. So, it was very easy to fall behind, because even though like the world stopped, the bills didn't. And it's like, they hold it against you. Like, I already feel like a piece of shit enough that I got into that position through no fault of my own, mind you, but still I'm in the position, and it affects my life and things I do and choices that and things that I'm trying to accomplish. It is my problem. And it's like, it's just, this is my luck. Like, I mean, if there's something that could go wrong, it all goes wrong at once. Like, it's one of those things. I wonder why I'm on the verge of a friggin' embolism or a stroke any fucking day. Like, god damn it. It's but I am thankful for the things that I do have. Good friends that will listen, just even to laugh and joke about it, and even
All
if just
right,
listen
sorry.
to me be like, fuck you. Okay, no problem. No problem. But I was just saying to the chat, like, how thankful I am to just have friends that, like, I can sit around and shoot the shit with. And I know I'm not the only one going through this. And, like, here's another weird thing that happened to me. Like, all of these weird things happen to me. And I don't know if it's just me. Like, I attract, like, these weird fucking people. Like, I don't know what it is because I'm not one of them. So it's like, I don't get what am I putting out? Okay. So, like, remember I was saying I've been looking for a place for a while. So I went on to, like, this marketplace thing and posted for looking for a 2 bedroom, whatever, blah, blah, blah. A 2 or 3 bedroom, I said, but ideally a two, right? So this lady, or I'm assuming it's a lady, I don't even know because they didn't have a profile picture. And you know me, I trust fucking nobody. I'm skeptical to the full, right? Like I'm not listening. So she goes, "Oh, well, we have a 3 bedroom." And she's like, "Listen to this." She says, "We have a 3 bedroom for rent. It's 28.75 a month plus." Okay, so now we're
Wow.
talking like $3,500 for a 3 bedroom. And I'm like, that's more than what we're looking to spend. I said, it's just me and a friend of mine, right? And she's like, well, why don't you find a third person? And I'm like, cause lady, I'm not gonna do your fucking job and be a landlord. And then what happens when this person who I'm just, quickly trying to find to get in here is on like, social assistance or something and doesn't have their money. Now you're gonna expect me to pay it, right? Because I'm the one working. And it's like, no, like that's your job and I'm not doing it. And if I wanted to be a landlord, I would have stuck with it when I bought my house at 28 and was a landlord. So
All right.
thanks, but no thanks. So then they kept messaging me and I'm like, this is really bizarre. Like, I mean, who, I've already said like no, So then all of a sudden, magically, this 2 bedroom appears and I'm like, oh, and she's like, but you can't have dogs. And I'm like, oh, that's too bad. I'm like, not everybody's an irresponsible pet owner. I said, but you also know that is discrimination, right? Because at this point, I know I'm not getting nothing from this bitch. So I'm like, I'm trying to piss her off so she'll go away. Because I'm like, what do you want? Like, you're not asking me for money. Like, why do you keep messaging me? Like, you know what I mean?
All right.
Like, I'm looking for something. I'm not looking for, like, a fucking friend here. I'm looking for a place to live, right? Like, so, yeah, she keeps messaging me. And then she's like, and I said, and I'll tell you another thing, because I thought this would have done it, if nothing else. I said, you know what we're really sick of is the people that have lived in this city for years and years, and we know the actual value of these homes. And years ago, I would have paid $700 max for this place that you are now charging $3,300 a month to live in. And I find that so fucking insulting. It's off the charts. And I said,
Yeah.
and this false sense of security that they're putting into the economy right now is making everybody believe that we're in a stable position when we're not, because everyone's homes are getting repossessed. The market is oversaturated with repossessed homes. Like it's going to be a fucking shit show. It's already happening, and they're not being truthful about it. And it's like, get ready, So that's why I'm trying to establish myself and get into somewhere with a lease and where I have protection, because these guys just do whatever the fuck they want, but they know not to mess with me because I know too much. And then I was saying,
Right.
writing messages today, I'm like, you think just because we run out rooms here that we don't have the same rights as the landlord tenant board, and maybe we don't, but we still have rights. And I said, and if you don't for a second what I'm saying, I'd be more than happy to send you screenshots to prove what I'm saying to you is true, right? Like, you can't just treat me like this. I said, I find it insulting that you're treating me like I'm a second class citizen while you're treating the crackheads with respect. Like, that just makes no sense to me. But, I'll never understand people, so it is what it is.
I can't
Fuck it.
believe Sam's not following through on what he said.
Me neither. He's waiting. So yeah, he said he was gonna kick Ryan out because Ryan stole some rent money. But his logic is that he's waiting for the thief to pay him back. And I was like, ah, good luck on that one. And then when Deb said like, oh, Ryan said not to worry, he's not allowed here anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? I thought at first his girlfriend kicked him out. And she's like, no, Sam was here last night and I was like, so what do you mean? I don't understand. And then like not even 5 minutes later, I leave my room to go get Dakota a drink. And then she Deb going downstairs yelling Ryan's name, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I just got a really bad vibe. And I'm like, whatever it is, I don't like it. And I have a feeling I know what it is that they're all going to team up or whatever. Like this, I just don't trust anybody here no more. I'm like, I don't appreciate being lied to. I've been nothing but honest and good to you. And if whatever's happened or whatever is going on, like you could have gave me a heads up, but if you don't want to get involved, I totally understand. But don't get mad at me when I just move out and you don't know where I am. So,
Right.
go fuck yourself. I don't get mad, I get even, right? Like,
Yeah.
so it's just I mean, it's tough times, and all
Well,
of these things on top of it are just, like it's doing my head in. Like, I got a
I
migraine
think
for this
it's
shit.
great that you're going to be at your dad's house and you'll be by yourself with the dog. You won't have all the craziness going on. Your
Yeah.
anxiety will be much better. You
Oh
can just
yeah, 100%.
chill, work, and take care of your credit report stuff and
Yeah, like I'll
just,
literally have no worries. Cause like as soon
take
as
your
it like,
time finding a place. Don't feel like you have to rush in and find one right away. You could
right.
research it and
Yeah.
do all that, and I'll help you do that too. And
Well, and
I think that's amazing fucking news, and I'm so
it
happy for
is.
you.
It is, and there's another good thing is that when I walk out of here, I'm already gonna have 1 month's worth of rent because, like, between when I get back and when I get from payday, like that's already. So all I'd have to save up is like maybe another 2 grand, and that wouldn't take long, man. When you're getting fucking $900,000 paychecks, right? Like,
Hmm.
so like I
Or
said to my
could
dad,
you
it's
even
not.
use that $1,000 towards a down payment on a car? Like
Well,
if
I
you put
could,
a bigger
but
down
why?
payment on?
Well, I could, but why would I do that for right now when I said I can just finance it for 2 years? And then, once I straighten this shit out with my credit, however long that takes, because it's government, they take their sweet ass time. Then
Hmm.
whenever that corrects itself, plus with the car, that's going to actually increase my rating. So, like, I just got to put up with it for 2 years. But I mean, big deal, right? Like, and quite
Right.
honestly, after everything that I've gone through, and thinking that we just had this place and it was pulled out from underneath us, I think my best bet for right now is just to get a 1 bedroom and not worry about anybody else except myself.
Right. Yeah,
Because I
me
always end up
too.
putting everybody else before me, right? And then I'm lost, and it's like now
And isn't your
my
dad's
life's
house
been,
like really nice?
well, it's really big and it's really empty right now, and it's really isolated. It's out in the country. So after living in an insane asylum for so long, it's gonna be nice to hear nothing.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be, I think,
Yeah.
amazing for you and for your mental health and
Oh,
like
absolutely. I see nothing but positives. Yeah.
yeah.
And
So
like I said to
hopefully
my
you'll be
dad,
able to
like,
get out of there this weekend.
oh yeah, that's like I see, and here's the shitty thing is right now the car that I have, like I can tell it's not gonna last long. Like I'm afraid to even try and drive a load out to my dad's now because I might get stuck. I don't know.
I wouldn't risk it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scrap it, but I got stuff in it, so I gotta empty it first, right?
Well, yeah, and I don't know how they do it there, but like when my our transmissions went out on our car, because gosh, that's another issue. We're in such a big
Yeah,
financial hole.
yeah, I
But
remember that.
I
Yeah.
called like places and I got $600 for the one car and $500 for each of the two other cars, and
What?
they just came and took it. Yeah,
You're
I don't
lucky
know
if
if
you
they
get
have
maybe
that by
300 again.
you, huh?
Yeah, they have scrap metal places, but they'll try and jip you, right? So like the most they'll give you like say, it depends on the dude, really, but they'll try and lowball you and say I'll give you 250 or 350, and it's like, dude, this is a Volkswagen Jetta. Even the condition that it's in, I could sell this car out for parts as is and still probably get a couple grand if I wanted to take the time to sell it. Now, do I? No. But would
Right.
I? Yes, because I can get safeties that are a little warm to the touch, if you know what I'm saying. So if somebody wants to do it and they can fix it, then hey, just do your thing. You know what I'm saying? But that's not my game. That's not my deal. I don't know how to fix a goddamn thing. I know how to tell you
Yeah.
what's wrong with it. I know how to make a phone call, but I sure don't know how to fix anything. Yeah.
Mr. Green Thumb, your comment. Do you know that there's places? I don't know. I'm assuming you're in the U.S. That
No, he's
there's
Canada.
places.
He's
Oh, well,
Canada
I
with
don't
me.
know if they have them up there, but here they
Uh-huh.
have places like if you're on disability, they like take a certain percentage of your disability. It's like there's assisted living places, and then there's like just places that if you're well enough to live on your own, they do it and they just take like a certain percentage of your disability check, and then you can rent
Right.
out those places. So I don't know if they
Yeah.
have that there, but
There was only one program in the whole time that I was going through this entire shit show that I would qualify for, and I don't even know how. Because I never hear this. Anything that they offer, I get nothing of. No bonuses, no extra money, no refunds, no tax refunds, no bonuses, no nothing. I get none of it. I make too much money. There was one thing I heard that I'm able to get, and it's in the process of moving and I'm behind on my taxes, but you gotta have your taxes caught up. And it's called, I can't remember, it's some sort of it's not subsidized housing because I'm not in that tax bracket. But what it is like for a single person who like doesn't make like two incomes, what they would do is they would supplement like 30% of my rent, but I have to prove that I have the income, like say, my income from work to be able to maintain that. So that would
Right.
transfer with me anywhere I move. But the problem is like I've had stuff in storage boxes, stuff here, stuff at my dad's for a fucking year now. Do you think I know where anything is? And I actually did try to go get my taxes done, and it's when the fucking government was on strike, and they locked me out of my stupid account, so I couldn't even do it. So I mean,
And
it's just like, oh man, I hate those people. Like, just whatever. But it is what it is. So that's why, like, I don't rely on extras. I don't rely on handouts. It makes me cringe to even ask. Like, I feel like I'm 2 feet tall, and
hey, when we did that fundraiser for you and during COVID when you couldn't work, like
I
we
know,
got over like $900, didn't we?
I know. Yeah, we did.
So,
In like in a short time to I remember I was bawling. I'm like, oh my god, you guys, I can't even fucking believe it. Like, oh my god. But
yeah.
yeah, that's and it
So,
was the same scenario, but except working overtime, I was doing two jobs at that time. And Greg's like, why aren't you listening to me? And I'm like, Greg, you don't understand what the fuck I'm telling you. I was working two jobs because I was behind already. And now I just went into COVID and I'm going to make even less. So like that's where the fucking urgent like I literally lose sleep when I can't pay my shit. So,
right,
for them to hold it against me when I'm already beating myself up for it feels like a double punishment and super offensive to me, if I'm being honest. Because I didn't shut down the world. I didn't shut down the economy. Like, it
right.
wasn't my choice. I wanted to go to work, and everybody was like, you're crazy, you're selfish, you're this, you're
Well,
that.
and then they
No.
shut it all down and then they bring it back and like dude, a pound of fucking lunch meat at the grocery store by us is $12 for like a pound of ham or salami
Yeah,
or turkey.
yeah,
They
yeah.
raised the price and then the price for rent is
Everything.
ridiculous. And
And
it's like,
gas and everything has gone up,
yeah,
every single thing, and it's just like everything they touch, they make a bigger disaster out of it, and it's just like stop touching things. Like it's gonna take years to fix everything you broke it, if ever at
yeah,
all. Not my
yeah,
lifetime, that's for damn sure, you know what I mean? But like, so my silent protest is, well, fucking catch me if you can to do my taxes because, keep your 30%. I don't need your fucking money because I don't need to suck on a government teat. And no offense to anybody that does, but that's just how much I hate the government. I don't want them saying, well, we did this for you. And it's like, hey, I didn't want it. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to work.
right,
I did not want to get behind. And now, because of your stupid fucking decision, I'm being penalized because of it. And when you are threatening a roof over my head for somebody with PTSD, it's about safety and security. And if one
right,
of those or both of those things are threatened, it puts my body into fight or flight mode. It tells me I'm in danger and I panic. And that's what causes these
right,
stupid panic attacks that I very rarely get. But that's what's causing it because now, oh my God, I have a dog. Like, I cannot be homeless with a dog. And I can't get rid of him because if I get rid of him, I'm getting rid of me too. Like, we're a package fucking deal. That's all there is to it.
yeah,
So it's like I said, you just sometimes we get shitty cards dealt in life, and it's what you make of it. And I choose to just keep going. And as long as I have a plan in my head and have a goal to work towards, then I can keep my anxiety under control. But when suddenly the rug gets pulled out from underneath that with no rhyme or reason and not really any explanation, and I didn't know you could even do that once a lease agreement was signed, but they did it. And like, I mean, I'm sick of getting screwed over when like I really just try to do the best that I can on my own and not ask from anybody anything. And if anything, I try to help people out, you know what I'm saying? And that
right,
gets me fucked over too. So it's like, I just
yeah.
can't seem to win no matter what I do. So from now on, like I'll take care of the ones that have taken care of me, like you, Heather, Nicole, but everyone else, sorry guys, you're on your own. Like, I
And
mean,
then when you're friends with someone and then they go MIA and just drop out of your lives, like, that
yeah.
fucking sucks too. It's
Well,
like
not just
mourning a
that.
death.
Yeah,
And,
not just
I'm just going to put
yeah,
it out there and Stacey, if you're listening to this, what you did to all of us is really messed up and none of us understand it. And it was it is extremely still to this day hurtful that, you did that to all of us. Like, and then you
Yeah.
can't even respond when we're like, hey, are you okay? What's going on? But you're posting still on Facebook, changing your profile pictures and this and that. And, I don't understand it. And, whatever. It's just extremely hurtful to do that to somebody.
It is. It is. And unfortunately, I've had a lot of people do that to me if they didn't die or move away or they just kind of ghost you. And it's like, you know, we've never even had a fight. Like, how can you not at least care enough to give me the decency to speak about what's on your mind? Now, have I made that
Hmm.
mistake in the past before? Yes, I have. And have I
And
tried to
then
make
it's
it
like
right?
you
Yes, I
mourning
have.
that person. It's like mourning a death almost too. And like
It
you
is.
two were really, really fucking close.
Yeah, well, I
And
sent a
I've
real
had
kind
it happen
message.
to me quite a times too,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then like I was so close to Mary, and then I find she dumps
yep,
me right when my cousin dies, and I'm going through like one of the worst things in my life. And then
yeah.
I have found out from then so much shady shit she was doing behind the scenes to me and this and that. And it's like, God, like I don't understand how people can just like stop talking to people like that. Like I've never
Well,
been able to understand it.
I had come to terms with it until I had found out from a friend of ours that she was going around and talking shit about me and saying that I was borrowing money off of her and not paying it back. I never fucking once ever borrowed money from her. It's the other fucking way around. And good thing PayPal keeps its history because I can go back and show you. And like, I'm not one to put business out there, but bitch, if you're gonna make sure you at least get the facts straight. And so, like, when I was all triggered last week, I go off at the mouth, and then sometimes, like, when I snap out of it, I don't even know what the fuck I've said, right? So now I'm afraid to look at the message because I know it wasn't good. And she did
Hmm.
respond, but it's like at this point, I don't even want to hear what you have to say. I said, but let me tell you something. And
Oh,
probably
she
through a
did respond?
yeah, but I haven't looked at it yet until I'm in a bad mood and
Oh,
ready to fight, then I will. But I was like, here's a monkey wrench you weren't expecting is that I'm now talking with them again. And that's something you probably didn't see coming. So you thought it was safe to lie. I said, but another thing, whatever happened in the past had absolutely nothing to fucking do with you. And you sold me out faster than anybody. And you fucking dirtbag cunt. I had your back from day one and I fucking helped you out. When your loser fucking baby daddy couldn't even do it for you, how many times? Do you want me to go through my PayPal? Do you want me to fucking show it on a video? Do you want me to make you feel like the piece of shit you made me feel like? Because, bitch, I will. Is that my style? No. But don't be going around spreading lies about me, or I will be forced to show the truth, and it will not make you look good. So shut your fucking trap if you know what's good for you
yeah,
and you had no reason getting involved. You should have just stayed out of it. But she felt like she needed to, go along to get along because she's not a leader. She's always been a follower her whole fucking life. She's a sheep. And the only time in her whole life she ever found her voice was through the fucking internet to Corey Feldman. Well, big deal, bitch. Show me in real
right.
life what you're afraid of because you fucking crumble. You can't even put a plan together. Watch me under pressure. That's when I pull it together. She crumbles. There's a
Yeah,
time for that. There's a time and a place for that. And when you're in the middle of the shitstorm, you don't have the choice to well, I don't want to do it today, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want it doesn't matter what you want, it's what you need to do. This is what
right.
you have to do because if not, you're on the street. That's your option. And I know which one I fucking choose. And I'll work 7 days a week for the next fucking 3 months if I have to, till I'm finally in a position where like I can breathe easy. And if something happens, I'm not like, oh shit, now I can't pay this bill to, you know what I mean, to make this happen. Like, and while you're
Right.
doing it on a one person income, like it puts all the fucking financial burden on your shoulders because there's nobody to take the slack when you're not well or you're sick or you can't work or whatever because like I said, your bills don't stop just because you do,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's like, uh, you know, and I've spent my days crying and missing people that, and I even reached out again to another friend. 30 years I've known this bitch, okay? And like, yeah, I'm sorry I hurt her when I was hurting, but do you think I knew what I was doing at the time? No, I was fucking out of my head. I needed
Right.
help and I got it. But I didn't know it at the time. I didn't know how bad that isolation affected me. And why do you think I was so angry about it? It's
Right.
people thought it was about politics. No, it's not. It's because I fucking almost took myself off the face of the planet because of the amount of stress I was under. And thank God I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
For my family's sake and my friend's sake, if nothing else.
Hold on, I gotta
Because
mute again.
yeah, no problem. But I know what that pain is to feel like, and I'm still grieving Andrew, and it's been 7 fucking years, and I didn't want to do that to anybody, so I fucking struggle. I sit on the struggle bus, and that's what you do. You come up with a plan and you make it fucking happen, no matter what it takes. And that's the way I roll. That's the way I was taught. And she's a quitter, and she doesn't have goals or dreams or anything. And it's, I can't do this. I won't do that. I can't. I can't. I can't. Well, you know what? You're fucking useless. Like seriously, I'm sorry. Everyone has limitations. Look at me. I I go to work and I have fucking PTSD, and some days I go right fucking psycho. And it's like, and I still go to work because I have no choice. I'm very lucky that I have a job that is very understanding of what I'm going through, because they see the difference in the before and after, and they know that I'm trying to actively improve things, and I'm so blessed for that. And I think I kind of hit the jackpot. What is that? Oh shit! Fuck! I can't see. I don't. Oh, what's it? Oh, I hit a comment and I didn't read it. I don't know what it says. I'm on my phone. I can't see shit. Yeah, food bank every week. See, this is Justin Trudeau's Canada. This is not the way that life should be. Okay, you're not just made to be here to work, pay bills, and die. Like it's just I refuse to accept that. I have higher standards for myself. Not saying that, like, I mean, listen, I went from management making money that was very comfortable, and I worried for nothing because it was all covered all the time. And because of the stress level and all the things that I was going through on my personal life, I knew that I wouldn't be able to commit to working 60 hours a week or coming in on a day's notice. And I'm saying, you got to go to this shift and do this and that, and this and that. And just be in the middle and taking shit from all the sides when I already have my own shit going on in my head, and I was just like, no. So it was very hard. It was very humbling, and I lost a lot of money going back to the floor. But at least when I leave my work at 11 o'clock at night, I leave it fucking there. I don't take it home
Okay.
with me. I'm not laying in bed wondering if I made the right decision about something. I It's less money, but I'm happier. So you got to give to get. So
Mr. Green Thumb is asking for the StreamYard link. Do you want me to post it?
sure, because
Because
I
I
like
gotta
I
get out of here anyways, so.
yeah, I hit the button and I didn't see what the comment said, and it won't come back if my phone won't even move over to that.
Why won't it copy and paste the StreamYard
I
link?
don't know, but you know what? Before I started, there was like three of me down below, and I'm like, oh yeah, like how do I get rid of that?
I'm
Like
hitting
I never even seen that
copy,
before.
and then I'm trying. Oh, wait. There it goes. Oh my god, my neighbor's kids are screaming. There
Oh,
should be the StreamYard link. Can you guys see it? It's like dark for me.
uh, I don't see it in the chat.
That's weird. Let me try the YouTube one.
No, nothing shocks me. It's been a day like this today. Like, I mean, I just keep like just when you think it's like, ugh, what else? And then there's something else that it's like, well, shit, I didn't see that one coming. I had it on, well, actually, I know how I didn't know about this before because I never applied for credit before, right? Like, I pay cash or I don't have it. That's it. That's all. I don't know. There's
Hello.
something wrong with it. Hi.
And it should be in there now. I went into the YouTube chat and posted it.
Oh, I don't know. I can't see YouTube. It sucks too.
Yeah,
I
but
gotta get
it
my
should
fucking
show up
laptop
in
in.
this.
I gotta get my laptop back up. Actually, it's funny because I tried using it like one day last year and I haven't used it for a couple years. And I was like, where the fuck is the enter key? Because
Oh, you know what?
yeah.
You know why I can't post it? Because I don't have a wrench. I can't
Oh, and
post
I
the
can't even
link.
give you one right now either because I can't get to YouTube. I tried
Yeah.
and it didn't
So can
work.
you go into Messenger right now with you and I? You could post it.
Oh,
Like just
yeah.
go in there and click on it and then copy and then you can post it in the comment.
Let's see here.
Because that's what I did.
That's
And
horseshit.
then If you go under, so since you're on your phone, you can hit the chat button and then it'll say chat or comments. Go to the right and hit comments, and then you can like write comments and post it there. Or like however you did with your email address.
Well, that one I just went on and seen, like, I went to my profile, and that's what it said. I don't even know if that is how, because I don't really remember it being that before for some reason.
I would just go in our messenger account, copy the StreamYard, just click on it and hit copy, and then post it in the chat.
Um, into
Here, I'll send you a
our
message
messenger.
so your messenger pops up.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The bubble should
I'm probably
pop
not gonna.
up.
I'm probably not gonna be on here too much longer, anyways, because like I don't even remember the last time I had a really good sleep, and since I didn't go to work today, I would like to take the
Yeah.
opportunity to catch up on that. And since I'm moving by Friday, that means I have to have everything packed here and go to work.
Yeah.
Uh, because
You'll
Tony
get
will be here at
through
like,
it, just do one thing at a
oh
time
yeah,
and
this is
you
like the stuff
know.
that's here is like there's only one thing here that's fucking heavy, and like I mean super heavy, and it's a fucking massive heavy duty ass like solid wood wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
We need like a fucking dolly to move it because it's that heavy. But other than that,
Yeah.
everything else is like clothes and TV
Oh
and stupid
shit.
shit.
All right, my phone's about to die too, so I gotta get off of here, hun. But I'm so glad that you're gonna be able to stay at your dad's, and we'll talk
For
soon
sure.
again. And it was nice
Yes,
to
we
meet
will.
everybody in the chat.
Yes, Susie's awesome, you guys, and I'm gonna get her in here more often, and
Oh,
we'll have some good shows because I've been working on some ideas for some shows. I've
I
just been
gotta
waiting
tell
until.
you, so I posted a video from TikTok. It was somebody in our group that did a awesome video on Feldman, and I
Uh huh.
screen recorded one part of it. And I
Uh huh.
had like never really posted on TikTok, and I posted it, and then a friend was like, "Well, did you use hashtags?" And I'm like, "No," and I didn't know how to go in and edit it, so I'm like, "I'm just gonna repost it and use hashtag and see which one does better." Well, the
Uh
one
huh.
that had the hashtags did way better, and it was like up to 70,000 views. Well, then the
What?
last few days, oh yeah, the last few days I've been getting all these notifications, and it was the one that didn't have hashtags that was at like 45,000 views. Well, literally, like in 45 minutes the other day, it got like 400 views. Today, it's up to 70. It passed the other one. It's like at 73 or 75,000 views. Like it's just popping up on people's For You pages. And then they're all like, can't believe, like, it's a really good clip from that video. It's where like Haim is saying, or Feldman is saying in his book that Feldman was hitting on him and he wasn't thinking about
Oh,
the age. And then it says it's a part of the documentary where he says, oh, it was consensual, even though that, you know,
it's not because he was
uh,
a minor. Yeah.
Dominic was 35 and Haim was a child. And so it's a really good fucking clip. And everyone is like, I'm like, dude, that's the place to fucking expose him because,
Where is this
like,
TikTok? You said or Rumble?
yeah, but it's like going semi viral. And I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
No, did you
So, but
say it's on TikTok or Rumble?
TikTok,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not a TikToker. I watch people's videos and I'm like, how many hours did you rehearse that fucking retarded move that you just did? Like, or where did you steal this idea from? Like, it's like, because you
Well,
don't
you
go
just
from
got to
never
get like
using
in
it
the
to,
right communities, and the things you search, and then get your algorithm, better. Because like I barely see like any dance videos or anything like that, and so we'll talk about it off of here, because my kids are getting ready
yeah.
to go to the store too. So,
Okay.
all right, I'll talk to you soon, and bye everybody in the chat.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go to you guys, Mr. Green Thumb. We will catch up. I promise you. I'll do another live soon. I just want to get a little bit of freaking sleep. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for listening. This is an extremely watered down version of everything that's happened. So watch this space because once I'm out of here, fucking no holds barred, the glove coming off. Secrets will no longer be kept, and I'm not being a rat. I got stabbed in the back for something that was entirely not my fault. Still tried to make it right, even though it wasn't my fault multiple times. Been ignored, been talked about. He's turned the house against me, and he's made it extremely uncomfortable for me to be here. And karma is a bitch. So on that note, I would like to thank everybody for joining me. It was great. I actually feel better just coming out and having a chat with my guys, like so we will do it again soon, Mr. Green Thumb. I will let you know. I will send it to you on WhatsApp. And I know Chris likes doing lives with you. My buddy Chris Trog. So that's cool. So again, thank you everyone for joining, and I will talk to you guys soon. And sorry about that whole PayPal thing because that was so not my idea. And don't feel obligated whatsoever. Okay, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna be okay. It's just gonna take time. It's not gonna happen overnight. But good thing I learned how to swim when I was a kid, right? Because that's what you do. So have a good one, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Peace out, bitches.